I'm in the vehicle, but on the back side, so the highway is on the other side of this building. That's the place where you can see a sign that says driver's lounge and office and some apples. I have no idea why there are apples up there. And lots of vehicles. They're stopping on the interstate. So that's what we're looking at. So this is our Thursday Talk with Wayne session. This will be short today because we had an amazing webinar yesterday, and we don't really need to talk about anything else other than what Mr. Hugh Goebel talked about yesterday and how you should be able to make 33% margins in farming if you just do things a little different than what the vast majority of other farmers do. That it was unbelievable and just a massive win as a webinar. So anyway, throw some questions in if you have them. Mark, you're going to need to look at them. I'm on my phone. It's pretty rare. I don't remember the last webinar I did from this phone. It was a bear to get on stupid Zoom too, using the phone. But anyway, you're going to continue to sit and look at either the building here or in my truck, or I'll just turn it off. We'll probably do that. Probably turn the camera off. I think we'll do that. Oops, come on back here. There we go. That'll be better. You don't need to look at just nothing up there. Anyway, it is actually not even quite 3 yet. I didn't realize we started a little bit early. So it is 2:59 on my Apple clock. How are you doing today, Mark? Didn't you think that was great? What did you learn yesterday from Mr. Hugh?
Yeah, it was great. And he also talked about how AI can be used. And I think it's very important to use AI that shortens your time. He says he has done a week's worth of work in an hour. So that's pretty much sums up how efficient AI can be. And all you got to do is check.
Right.
Yep.
So Mike Dillard is promoting a different kind of note taker other than Otter. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm sure they're all pretty much the same. But anyway, we have Levi's note taker here right now.
Yeah, Levi is in the audience. There used to be another one, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Can't remember who that one was. It would come on.
Yeah, comes on. But they only stay on like for 35 minutes or so, maybe
40
40 minutes.
minutes.
40 minutes, right? Yeah.
Well, we will not be 40 minutes today, that's for sure. Not one, my situation where I'm at on the road is not a good one. Second, we got so much done yesterday that we don't need to really do a lot today.
Yeah. And we've got 2 more coming up in November. So one with William and one with Ronald.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
And we'll have way more. We'll just keep going with 2 or 3 a month, if not more, with our
right.
incredible speakers. William is somebody that did 14 episodes with us before, and he's in got
Croatia.
a Croatian business that does
Yeah.
amazing things. And sitting looking below my seat here in my truck where when you drop something that you're eating, it goes next to your seat and then down in between the seat and the console in the middle.
Mhm.
So I just found several pieces of trash food which are good for squirrels and other things. So I'm throwing them out the door of the truck.
So you'll be attracting squirrels.
Or some kinds of animals, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, kind of a sad story this morning in Colorado, or yeah, for those of us who are sports fans in the US. There's a controversy right now because of gambling in sports. And I'm sure that happens all over the world, but and they say, by the way, that if a person has a gambling addiction, it's easier to cure an alcohol addiction or a drug addiction than it is to cure a gambling addiction. It's one of the more horrible addictions in the world. So anyway, I have no idea whether that's accurate or not, but that's what some of the experts in addiction say. Anyway, I'm not claiming there's anything about addiction here. There was some big arrests that occurred this morning of some sports names. One of them, a guy named Chauncey Billups. And Chauncey grew up in Denver. I don't think there's any question. Nobody who lives in the sports world would argue that there's ever been a better basketball player that has been born and raised, played his youth basketball, his high school basketball, his college basketball. He played for the University of Colorado and then went on and had an amazing pro career. Won a national championship, is in the Hall of Fame, so has all kinds of just amazing accolades and did so very well. And now he is the coach of an NBA team, the Portland Trailblazers. And he was arrested this morning for alleged gambling in an illegal way, where his gambling was controlled by a crime cartel, a group of people that are, the other name that we use for him here in the United States is mafia. And he worked for them, and he would be a part of a gambling night playing poker at some location. And there's nothing that actually is not illegal typically. It's the gambling is amongst people who know the others involved and are aware of all the the risk that they're taking. But in this case, they would lure in unsuspecting strangers into these games because these people wanted to hang out with very famous athletes. So you go to a poker game and sit at a table and gamble and get to meet these people. So supposedly unsuspecting people lost millions of dollars, talking millions, they say, because of getting lured into these games. And Chauncey Billups was one of the people involved in doing the luring, and was the sports star that people would want to come to be around in this gambling situation. There's also a current NBA player in Miami who's 30 years old, not very old, who was also charged. And and then a bunch of other people. So it's not just the two of them. Another ex-NBA player who's retired was charged also. And who knows about their guilt? At least, fortunately, here in the United States, you are innocent until proven guilty. So they will get to tell their stories and defend themselves. But right now, they have been arrested. I think I never did hear whether they were just let go on their own. They call it recognizance or not, or if they're if they're in jail right now. I don't know the answer to that question. But a lot of kids. So Chauncey Billups is 49, and a lot of now adults, but grew up seeing Chauncey and sort of being fans. But it'd be like whatever the most famous or one of the more famous cricket players in Bangladesh would be Mark, or you name a big name celebrity, and he's now been arrested for gambling.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, I didn't pay a lot of attention after our webinar yesterday to the environmental things going on in the world. And there's always something out there, but I'm not sure what is new right now. So I can't speak to that. Weather is always an issue this time of the year. We're going from seasons and in between, and so there's some big storms causing weather related problems in the North America at least, and I'm sure in other parts of the world. Have you had any big rains since the last couple of weeks ago? Mark was having flooding in the streets, and we even showed an AI generated image that Mark said looked a lot like it probably did look like that day in the streets.
Yeah. Yes, pretty accurate. But some of the buildings were not real, but it just made up how
Yeah,
buildings.
you said that. You said that. So instead of just calling this very, very short, we're going to keep going here. But I'm going to take care of something that I need to be doing, which is to walk my dogs. So I'll even turn the camera on them, make this a little fun. I've got to lock my truck. I'm going to take the dogs for a little walk, one of them at a time, and then we'll keep talking. What are the thoughts from you? So Hugh talked to us yesterday about using AI, using proper financial analysis, giving the right kinds of presentations. If you're a farmer and trying to raise money, because that's what Hugh's doing now. He is helping raise money for clients that are in the farming and ranching area, but he said that he's also had done a group that was a resort, and he'd done a couple of other non-farming industry related groups. So it isn't just farming and ranching that he's doing. So I'm going to grab a leash from my dog truck here, and it's pretty calm, just a little tiny bit of a wind. Put a dog on the leash. We're going to walk around a bit. I put the phone down for just a second to get the dog. Oh, and there's telling the dog to stay because she would jump out and run if I let her. Don't want her to do that. So I'm going to grab my phone back. We're going to walk around a little bit. I'll turn my camera on. Why is it just not showing my camera? What's going on? What do I have to do? I cancel. It's looking at attendees. Cancel. All right, now I can turn my camera on. All right, there's Sadie.
Yeah.
There's my dog. There she is. We're walking towards the dog park. She's actually pulling me towards the dog park.
It's going zigzag.
Yeah. She's a very strong girl, by the way. So
Mhm.
what do you smell over there, sweetheart?
Yeah. And how far are you traveling to?
Oh, I'm traveling a 14-hour drive.
Oh,
So about
wow.
I average about 60 miles an hour. So what's
Uh-huh.
60 times 14? Seven hundred miles or so, 800 miles.
Yeah. Wow. That's quite a distance.
Ian.
Peeing, okay. So is that how she's marking her territory?
No, no, she just understood.
Okay.
Females don't mark their territories.
Okay.
Males do.
Right.
And we'll have a male out in a little bit.
Uh,
This is a dog park, so this little grassy field here is made for dogs. Have them go to the bathroom in it. I can let her off the leash, but I'm not. I'm actually not going to.
right.
And I got 4 more to take out, so we're gonna put her down for 4 more.
Okay. Yeah. And I did a new page for the auction page since we're using the home page for seed. So yeah, I did a new page, which will be the
Landing page.
right. The landing
Yeah,
page will
don't
be
put some of the stuff we've been doing, some of the pages you've been making changes on,
oh
show
yeah,
people.
okay. Right. So I can show you this page. Okay, let me pull it up. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. So this is, I hope people can see this.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so this is going to be the new auction homepage, and I designed a logo. So it's going to be called K9 Auction Sites, and it has a tagline. It says, "Every dog will find a home." I think what it is, writing is very small. Where every dog has a home.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep. Okay. And so right now, I'm in the design phase, so I just have same dog. But there'll be there'll be more offers. So as we add these options, there'll be more added to this. So this is just the home page, and then you'll be able to go to the go to the forums, and this will open up. So this one is used for buyers and sellers. So this one is for buyers, and the next one is for sellers. The seller can register their dog, fill out this one, and then we'll create a page as soon as we have all the information about that dog. So this is the auction site now. Uh, it won't be called Classic Dog. It will be called K9 site, K9 Hub, and we'll have different things also like the store, uh, and then classified, uh, and other products, related products will be showcased here.
Yes, because it's gonna be a dog services site where we provide abilities for dog owners to both buy and sell, and including supplies and services for dogs, training, all that kind of thing. And then we will also use auctions, and even just straight up, if you know you want to sell your dog for X amount of price, we'll do that also. So,
Right. So it'll be direct sales and products and services and auction
yeah,
included. So
yeah.
it'll be a
By the way, this
dog hub.
is
Yes.
around now, so
Okay.
got Viking before. You can see he's a little bigger than Sadie. So we we know for a fact that there is not another in what's called elite auction site for dogs, meaning we really do want to focus on good dogs, not just what are called puppy mill dogs and dogs that are sold in huge amounts by people just to basically get rid of them. These are going to be people that are making money. They're making a profit. They're being economic, selling their dogs. And there is not another one in the world, another site like it. And so we're modeling it after a horse site where I bought a horse not too long ago named Bonnie. We've talked about Bonnie and shown her on our site also. And anyway, this is going to be the same thing for dogs.
Yes,
And
and
go ahead, Mark.
yeah, the classic horse site, it's pretty well done,
Yes.
and it has a lot of functions. It will take us a lot of time and effort to do everything that it's doing.
Yeah, if you go to you can even put the classic course site up, Mark, and you'd see that not only do they
Mhm.
sell through the auction, and there's always 20 or 30 horses for sale in the auction.
Yes.
Also, they have what they call their collection sale, which is where you just advertise your horse for a given specific price to sell it. It's real important that we do what we call vetting of both buyers and sellers. So to become a seller and a buyer, you're going to have to fill out quite a bit of information on a form that tells us about you. We will research you. We'll do background research because we want to be people that are credible. We don't want just anybody being on the side. So essentially, it's going to be a membership site for both buyers and sellers, or just lookers, or just want to learn. So anyway, that Mark has been putting a lot of really good work into that. Viking's pooping, so I need to go get a bag so I can clean it up. That's, don't ever leave poop in the dog area. It's not cleaned up. So when I go back to get the next dog, I will have a bag with me to clean up what Viking just did. Are you showing the classic course auction site at all, Mark?
Yeah,
All right.
I stopped showing. So I just showed the home page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, Viking had to pee. Now he marks territory. So that for him, when he's peeing, it's just because he needs to go. He's doing it. I have no idea. Okay. I'm not from around here at all. Thank you. I mean, I think that's supposed to be right there. Yeah, I don't know. There's propane tanks right over this way. Sometimes the air is around them. Somebody's looking for air for their tires.
Okay.
All right, 2 gone, 3 to go.
Uh,
Actually, I don't need to do one of them because she ran this about an hour and a half ago. I can see will jump in all by himself, so I don't have to even help him again. Now I'll do Puck next. Stay, Puck, stay there. Stay there. Don't jump out. Stay there. She was, no, you weren't supposed to do that. Sit. Sit down. Sit down.
it looks like your dog is not behaving properly. Got excited.
What's going on? My phone said that
Yeah, your signal went out for a second, but
I think I hit a button. Didn't do it. It says done speaking.
mm,
You
yeah,
hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but your camera is turned off.
I didn't do that. What is
Okay.
happening with this phone? It's doing something weird.
No, maybe your dog did something, or
It
he was excited.
says tap.
Uh,
Here we go. Is this back
yeah,
now? It's back.
yep,
There we go. That's Puck.
yeah.
Yeah,
Started jumping.
she's ridiculously excitable. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. She also forgets to pee sometimes, so I've got to remind her there's not pee yet. So, Puck, go to the bathroom. There she's
And
gonna pee.
audience, we have regulars now in the audience. So if you would like to ask Wayne anything, just type away.
Yeah, I'm out at a dog park in the middle of nowhere in Idaho. Actually, at a truck stop that just happens to have a dog area and a picnic area. And we were talking about Hugh Goebel, and we've been talking about current events going on in the world today.
Yes, and those of you who missed Hugo Bowl, you should go back and
Watch
watch
the
it.
replay. Yeah, is it
Watch it.
up yet? It's probably not up yet.
Yeah, I will make it live today. Make it live, and you can also watch it on YouTube. Somebody wants to. It's on YouTube also. On
Well,
Kajabi,
go ahead.
yes. Yeah, it'll be live on Kajabi today.
It's a beautiful day, fall, 59, 60 degrees or so. Mark asked how far I'm driving. I'm driving about 14 hours. I'm about 4 hours drive. So I got about 10 more, but I'm not going to do it all day. Break it up, stop somewhere tonight, finish the drive tomorrow. I'm going from southwestern Idaho, Boise area, to central Colorado. This one finally calmed down a little. Well, put some questions and comments in. Mark's
And
gonna have to read them because I'm on my phone and I can't get
yeah,
to.
I'm looking at the questions. And Colorado is your former home that you used to live in, right?
For years, yeah.
Yep. And that's where the Mountain Sky Ranch was.
Still
And
is. I'm still an owner of it. Still doing
okay,
pollinated things.
right.
We're just seeing little box at the bottom of my truck here as we move. I got two more dogs to do. Just a second. What question are you in there? Yeah.
Yeah, audience, go ahead and type your questions in and we'll address it as we see them. And I'm not seeing any questions yet. So just waiting.
All right, got one more. This is Maya. Maya is my young golden retriever dog. She's a little bit like Puck was, but not crazy like Puck. She's pretty much under control. So like what? Oh, she's got to pee bad. She's gonna pee in the parking lot. Had to go, didn't you, sweetheart? Wow, you had to really go potty. Okay. Maya is 2 years old. Puck is 3. Viking is 7, and Sadie, the first one, just turned a year this weekend. This is an extendable leash, which I would highly recommend to people. You can make it whatever length you want at. This one will go out to 25 feet. So she's probably 12, 15 feet now. She's 20. She's not to the end of it yet. It's probably about 25. This might be even the 30 footer. So any other questions from anybody, Mark?
I don't see questions yet,
Okay.
but yeah, people, go ahead and type your questions. We're going to address them as we see them. And if there's,
Sean Hannity before, he's a talk show host in the United States. Listening to Brett Baer before that, and listening to who else? Colonnades, Glenn Colonnades. They were talking about things, including this horrible scandal of the gambling situation. What does everybody think of illegal people that are here illegally? Should they be sent home? Should they be allowed to stay and just left alone and treated just like they were born here? How should they be treated? What opinions do you have? Grab a bag here in case she goes. All right. Let's see. I didn't plan on doing much on my own because we had that amazing webinar yesterday. So usually we get people that'll give us some videos that would be good to play, but nobody's done that today. Maya's being a good girl. Smells something in a tree there she likes. So dogs have noses. We don't know. Nobody's ever talked to a dog, or the dog has, excuse me, the dog hasn't talked back to us, but we believe, scientists believe that their noses are at least 40,000 times better than ours. So humans, our primary sense, our most important, and what we base most of our lives on is our eyes.
yeah,
And we have good eyes. Dogs have good eyes too, probably better than humans are. She is pooping. So, it's coming out from the house.
but dogs can see in the dark, right? Is that true?
Uh, no, I don't think that is true.
Okay.
I'm not positive of that. Take her back. No, but they have a sense of smell is their primary instinct. Their noses. And they can smell, they think 40,000 times better than you. So they get
Yeah.
every kind of exposure you can possibly have.
Yeah, and that's why the police dogs, they can smell drugs.
They can smell drugs, they can smell
Yeah.
bombs, they can be smelling, you name it. Criminals. So you give a scent, they can do search and rescue, find people who are lost just by getting a smell of what that person's body is like.
Right. They can identify like a piece of clothing who it
Yes.
belongs to. Yeah. then they go and get them.
Hey, hi. Well, the next step's gonna be clean up that building. So, you guys here? Okay, now you can see her again. I don't know why Zoom keeps going back and forth to, looks like I'm on a phone call rather than the Zoom call. It's weird. So you guys, you're still seeing my image. There we go. Now it was frozen. So this is Sis, like your sister, SIS. So her registered name is Sister of Another Color. And the reason for that is that she's a different color than what her mommy had. Not a girl, good body. Happens is if I get a phone call, which I just got, it makes it look like my phone's doing something completely different. So, any questions or comments, Mark?
Nothing yet.
Well, I think we're gonna call it for the day. Gotta clean this poop up that I mentioned.
Mhm.
The last dog is done. Give them water and then go get fuel and hit the road again.
Okay.
There's not any other questions. I just don't have any other topics today. Busy spending more time thinking about the dogs. So anyway,
All right.
love all you guys. Appreciate you. Make the planet better. Make some money. It's economics. Go out
Right.
there, make some money, doing something that makes the planet better. And that's lots of things.
All right, Wayne.
All right. Well, why don't you call it, Mark? Hey, everybody.